Hi everyone, welcome to the first masterclass of this year. I'm so happy to have you all here. I can see a lot of people coming from the community of STUDYXR. For those who are new here, let me start by saying I'm Maria Martinez. I'm the founder and the CEO of STUDYXR, and it's my pleasure of today be hosting this amazing masterclass that we are gonna show you how to dive into AR fashion that I know that all of us love so much. For today's session, we have he's an XR creator, Mexicano, well known as also as Reyes, and he's gonna do today a live demo using a tool that maybe some of you already know, but some others it will be the first look that they have to listen is FILTA. FILTA is a completely different tool compared to Spark Effect House or a Snapchat AR tool, and you will see how cool is this one and how it has not that many limitations as we have in the other ones. So the agenda for today is like first I would like to introduce to Sicano, then he will dive right into Fruta. We will do a live demonstration on how you can create your own AR fashion filter yourself. And then he will explain you that there is an open call for Milan Fashion Week in collaboration with IC Studio. IC is looking for the top 10 AI creators that can submit this AI filter that you can create today. And then you can see if you can get the chance to win the contest that IC Studio is doing. So without further delay, we can start. So, Mexicano, the floor is yours. I can't wait to see what you have prepared for all of us today.
Thank you, Maria. Guys, let me know if you can hear me well. Maria, let me know if you can hear me. How's everybody doing? Let me know in the chat. I see there's already 18 people here. Welcome, welcome. Just confirm with me that you guys can hear me. Anybody? I mean, I can start right now, but nobody's going to hear me. So thank you for scanning the code. I can see that people are scanning the code. Maria, let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Maria. Yes, thank you, Stefania. Yes, so people already scanned the code. You can scan the code in the screen. Where is it? Right here. If you haven't signed up, which a lot of you guys have already signed up to stay updated with STUDYXR. And once again, welcome everybody. My name is Mexicano. A fun way to remember it, just think of chipotle. It's the same way. It's pronounced mechi, so mechipotle. And it's an honor to be here. I'm excited to teach all of you everything that I have learned in the past 2 years on how to use this new tool, which I actually wouldn't say it's new. If I'm correct, all the AR software that you see on social media is based off of Unity. And if you know how to use that software, you already know how to use it. So I don't think it should be pretty new to anybody. Now, I do know there's some people in here that might have never used any of those tools. So let's just get started right away with some icebreakers. I have a couple of questions and I really want to keep this interactive. So make sure that you have access to the chat so we can keep this interactive. And if we were on a call, I will answer your call right away, but right now we're going to use the chat. So make sure to use the chat. The first question I have is, I need you to type, what do you think when I say Web3 camera? What does a Web3 camera mean to you? So just let me know down in the chat, maybe just one sentence, maybe the first couple of words, but I would love for everybody to interact so we can have a one-on-one conversation. I see Luciano in the chat with some glasses, about to type something really long. Who else is here? Sarine, hi Sarine. Hi Vesna. AR3D, welcome, welcome. Orbiline. Hola Stefania. I see Nicole Molineros, welcome. Alvaro Martinez, the 3D Atelier. Let me know in the chat what you guys think Web3 is. If you don't let me know, I can continue and I can explain, but I would like this to be interactive. So let me give you maybe 10 more seconds if anybody wants to type. So type in the chat what you think a Web3 camera is. How is that different from a normal camera? Come on, guys. Yeah, Mariez, what's Web3? Any ideas? Have you heard of Web3 before? How is that related to a camera? No idea. Okay, no worries. Well, what I'm using right now, again, this is FILTA, and you can kind of see the technology is not perfect yet. FILTA is the Web3 camera. And the only thing that this means is that it's part of the blockchain. We're not here to teach about the blockchain, but it's basically a new environment for you to build. That's all you have to know. I'm not gonna explain the whole thing. Okay, next question. Just react to me with a like or whatever you want and tell me if you know what a low poly model means. Do you know what low poly means? Have you ever heard this word? Low poly or high poly? Do you know the difference between those? Okay. AR3D, yeah, I explained it a little bit, but I don't want to get too much into it. Stefania says, is the Web3 taken to another level? More interactive. Yes, way more interactive, definitely. Sarin says, no idea. Luciano says, yes. STUDYXR, take a guess, guys. What is low poly? The faster you answer, the faster we go into the live demo. But I just want to get a sense of what people know about it. I'm going to explain it anyways, but I do need to get a sense. Yes. Okay, Sarin says yes. Okay. Thank you for scanning the code. Next question. Do you know what a game ready asset is? Nicole Molinero says Polygon. Yes. What is a low poly? It does come from Polygon. So I'm just gonna answer the questions. It just means that it has a low number of polygons. Yes, Sarin was right. A simpler 3D model. Correct. Luciano said yes. Luciano, you also know what a game ready asset is? A game ready asset, guys, is a 3D model. It can be more than a 3D model. It's any asset, but it just means that it's ready for gaming. It's ready for video games. Why is this important? We're doing filters. Well, at the end of the day, it's a program. It's a 3D program, and it's a video game. You have seen filters that you interact with them, and they're basically mini games, right? So what game ready means is that you create an asset, whether it's a 3D model, whether it's an image, music, and it's optimized to run on a video game. This is important to know because all of these things are basically running in real time, which again, I don't want to get too deep into because there's a lot of technical terms. So I'm going to stop here, but ask specific questions, technical questions. I got you. Yes, GOB, you got it. And the final, so has any of you guys that have used a tool been limited before by either the texture being too big, the texture being like too big in terms of dimension and in terms of size? Have you guys been limited by polygons before? Have you had to optimize these models? And have you been limited by the project file size? If you have used Spark AR, the project limit is 4 megabytes. Guys, 4 megabytes. You can take a picture and it's bigger than that. Snapchat Lens Studio is 8 megabytes, a little bit better. The double is great. And then TikTok Effect House is 5 megabytes. 5 megabytes only. Again, these are the limits that you have to abide for if you want to use those platforms. But again, today we're going to show you a new platform. Okay, so let's just keep going into the demo. Pushy Skate says, yep, on Lenses Spark. Yep, you got it. Again, if you already know these tools, this is going to be really easy for you because those tools are based on Unity, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But okay, for those who don't know, and we're actually going to make this really easy for people that don't know. As soon as I feel that I'm going too deep into a topic, I'm going to stop. But if you have specific questions, ask them in the chat because I'm going to simplify everything. Because the more people know about this, it's better for the whole community. Okay. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. Sadim says, yes, has to drop down the number of polygons to import my models on Spark AR. Exactly. Yep, Sadim says the right thing. Let me share my screen now. And I will show you Unity. Thank you for scanning the code once again. So guys, this is Unity, and this program is used to make video games. It can be mobile games, it could be games that somebody plays on a console or a computer. This is similar to Unreal Engine. It's pretty much the same thing. The UI, at least for right now, it's not the prettiest. It might look a little bit intimidating too, because it doesn't look updated, and at least I sometimes at the beginning I didn't feel comfortable using this actually, because it was just like too much text and like not enough buttons of faces, and like for example here, like instead of like saying a face, it should be a button of a face, right? To make things simple. So the thing is, this is a professional tool, so they haven't put much emphasis on making it super friendly, but this is why we're here for, and what we're gonna continue you guys helping on. Nicole says, can you export these filters to any platform? No, great question. So we have a couple of types of AR. So we have app-based AR, which is the social media app-based. All of the social medias have, they require you to use their application. So the same way that you cannot move a lens from TikTok to Lens to Spark, you can do this with FILTA. FILTA is also a separate application. The only thing that is different is that it's not like a social media. It's only an application where you can run this video game. And I'm gonna keep calling this a video game because that's what it is. And yes, so it's a separate application. Now, the files that you create, they're most likely going to work on all of the other platforms, but you have to use their software. So if you want to release it on TikTok, you have to use the TikTok tool called Effect House. You bring your assets in there and then you build it, and it's available on TikTok. If you want to do it on Snapchat, the same way, download Lens Studio, bring in your assets, but it's not like you can make it here and then you can export it to different ones. That is the goal. The goal, maybe 5-10 years, the metaverse, if you want to call it, there's a thing called interoperability. It just means like, if I have this here, this mask in this environment, I should be able to have it anywhere else, right? But again, that's another topic. I can feel myself talking a lot. Luciano, name of this program, please. The name of this program is Unity 3D. The name of this program is Unity 3D. Again, it's a very popular game development program. Very similar to Unreal Engine. And where FILTA comes into place, FILTA is a plugin for Unity. So FILTA didn't create the software. FILTA is using Unity technology to give us access to face filter creation, basically. Yep, tool name is Unity Luciano. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. Again, all questions, let me know. We're not in a rush, so this is it. Okay, let me start. And let me point out some of the different areas before you go around and try to understand. Let me point out, and if you have used a program like this before, you will understand. On the left side, we have the hierarchy menu. This just means that everything in your scene is going to live here. Similar like layers, but for example, I want to, and let me pause this for a second. I could select, for example, here with my mouse, the letters, and you see that they're being highlighted on the left. So I can select them either on this window or in this window. And I truly recommend that you understand what the name is, because that way you can, if you ever have a question, you can tell them, well, something in the hierarchy is happening, but not in the scene, right? So it's important for you guys to know. Okay, I'm looking at the chat. Any tool like this for Android? No, FILTA right now is only compatible with iOS. I am using on my Windows for video calls. You can use it on a Mac for video calls. The thing about this, Luciano, is we're using Apple's face tracking. It's the best face tracking ever. They just have some great depth sensors on the front facing camera. And if you get a chance to download the app, again, it's only on iOS, it's the best. Samsung, as of now, doesn't have any technology similar that we can use. If they will, maybe in the future, then we will make it Android compatible. But this is really dependent on the face sensors of the iPhone. Other, I think TikTok also uses them. But for example, Spark AR and Lens Studio, the way they track your face, it's based on the image. So it's based on the quality of your camera. So it might vary. That's why some people's track better than others. But it's all dependent on the image. This, on the other hand, well, the app, on the other hand, on the iPhone is using, again, the Apple technology. So that's where you're going to get the best results. But again, I'm using this right now on my webcam, on the Windows. Still works, but not really, right? Like you can see a little bit of lag. And I'm going to show the app on my phone too in a second, so you can see the difference. Okay, let's continue with the chat. Please share the link of the Unity plugin. Yeah, so I will explain that a bit later, and I will explain you how to sign up to FILTA and how to get the Unity package. I'll share the documentation as well. Thank you for the question. Luciano, only for iPhone? Yes. Seems Spark AR. Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, it's pretty similar. Like, you know, you can feel kind of like the lag. When I show you on the phone, you guys are going to see that it's 60 frames per second, super high quality. Yep. Okay. Back to Unity. So again, we have the hierarchy, and this is where everything is going to live. You can select your objects, you can move them around, do whatever you want. Now, right now, I'm not going to go deep into what everything here means, but let's say that we have this face tracker, and when I play this is what's detecting my face. So let me actually hide everything else here. Don't mind where I'm clicking, but you can still ask. Okay, we're gonna leave that with the tattoos. This is the face tracker. It's the same thing as other programs, but now you can see that the quality is a little bit better. So because we can use high poly meshes, you will have a very smooth face that you can use. Okay. Again, we can start like this. On the right side, I have my game tab. If you do not see this game tab, you can go to Window, panels, or layouts. Give me a second. Window, panels. Yeah, game. If you do not see it, it's on game, and it's usually hidden right here. But because I want to be able to see similar to other programs, I want to have it here. What you can also do is go to FILTA and load the default editor layout. I'm not going to do that because I have a custom one, but it's going to set up everything for you. STUDYXR, actually Spark AR, Effect House, and Lens Studio is a simplified version of this game engine, Unity. Exactly, thank you. Simplified version, again, because Unity is made for video games, it has way more features and a lot more things that you have to learn, but it has more power. The other tools are just getting started. They're getting as powerful, but not there yet. Okay, so I was talking about this game window. Here I can see, again, this is a video game. So in a way, you have to play the video game. It's the same thing that you have to do in other programs in order to see it. So here you can preview everything else. On the right side, for example, I have my face mesh selected here. The right side is called the inspector window. The inspector window is going to give you all of the details, all of the information about what you're selecting here. In this case, I am selecting the face meshes, but let me select the actual model itself. You can see that we get way more information. So all of these things here are called components, and you have probably seen them before. But for example, in here, in these components, I can take them and paste them around. This is one thing that other programs unfortunately do not have, but I can show you that later. But here you can see the position. I can change the position. I can do something like 10. Well, now it's kind of too far, maybe like 0.1. So you can see that it's moving on the X axis to the right. I can do the same thing on the Y. Same thing with rotation and scale. This is pretty standard. You can also just stop the simulation and you can do it from here, from this 3D window. With moving, right now we have the move tool selected. You also have rotate, scale, selected, scale. And if you click and drag from this white cube, you can scale uniformly. If you scale it from one of the axes, well, it's going to do that. Maybe you need that. Up to your creativity. Let me not lose the chat. Wonderful. Okay, nobody in the chat. Let's go back to playing this. And let me reset. So here I can simply go and reset to the defaults. And here you have it. Okay. I want to show you how we can make your own tattoos really quick. So again, we're using the face. And this face is using the face model and the face material. And let me show you what my material is about. This image is a transparent image, and that's everything that it is. Let me open this. Actually, give me 1 second. Apply. Maybe we don't have to go and show you the image, but you can create an image like this. Sorry guys, my material, there we go. You can create an image like this with a transparent background, and it's going to display it on the face. So this could be like right now, it can be like stickers on the face. You can create makeup if you know how to do digital makeup, or if you can draw anything on the face. The benefit of this, like I mentioned at the beginning, was like the limitation. So here you can see that I have a 2048 by 2048 image, and it's on normal quality. And let me just show you kind of like the quality here. So I can zoom in and you can see some pixelation, but realistically you're not going to zoom in that much because you would just lose tracking. So again, I'm not gonna go too deep in that because I feel myself just going too deep. And yes, so you can add any image. It can be 8K, it can be 4K, whatever quality you think is best. Okay, let me add now the visor. Let's add one more element. Is this a plugin or SDK? This is a plugin. Yes. I will show you where to get it, but basically you just download the template and it will install everything. Okay, let's add the visor and then the eyes as well. Something interesting about the eyes, and I mentioned it today in a video, is the post-processing. What this means basically is just that the material is going to glow really easily, and from my experience, it's kind of hard to do this on other programs. To make things glow in Unity, all you have to do is take your model, give it a material, and turn on the emission. That is all that I'm doing, because FILTA already comes with this thing called post-process that we can talk about later. But if you want to make things glow like this, just select the model, click on emission, turn it on, and let's change the color so you can see it here. Maybe that's a little bit too much, and you can change the intensity. So that's with no emission, that's with more emission, and as you can see, it looks beautiful. This is the best glow that I've seen, and it looks even better on the phone, on the iPhone. Maria says there is no size limitation with FILTA. Well, there is. There is a size limitation of 100 megabytes. Again, compared to other platforms, this is 10 times bigger, which means you can bring higher poly models like this mask. You can bring higher quality textures. You can bring in videos. Guys, videos is really hard on other tools because sometimes, I mean, a video can be at least 10 megabytes. Like you can import a video of like a second and it's already bigger than the limitations of the program, which is crazy. So you can do a lot of tricks to get in video. You create an image sequence and then you make the video inside of it, but it's a lot of extra steps, right? Like we're here to try to make things easy. So I don't have a video prepared, but you can import any video, any MP4 video easily, and it will play it at the highest quality. So why would you want to do that? Maybe you want to show like a plane or the video, or like maybe you want a texture, you want this to be animated with the texture, a video texture that you made. It can be any video. Where can I get assets like this? Like the camera? Like the mask? Or what kind of assets are you talking about? Maria says, yeah, I feel like I felt like no limitation compared to 4 megabytes of Spark AR. Yeah, exactly. Let me know what you mean, Luciano. Yeah, because if you mean the assets like the mask, there are marketplaces online that I can also share with you guys where you can buy 3D models. If you do not know how to make 3D models, you don't have to learn. There's something I need to tell you at the very end of the stream, but since we're talking about it now, you guys know AI. Soon you're gonna be able, I mean, you can make 3D models now with AI. They're not the best. You can try it, get creative, but I don't want you to worry about like, oh, I need to make a 3D model. Oh, I need to make this asset. Please use the tools available right now. We can talk about AI later. But yes, there's marketplaces. I can give you some. There's Sketchfab. That's where I get a lot of models. There's CG Trader. I bought a lot of models from there too. There's TurboSquid. TurboSquid is actually right now testing some AI generation models. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't seen the results yet, but you can use that as well. So there's a lot of ways that you can create a 3D model to use for your idea. Nicole Molineros, how are you able to use the filters in this YouTube live? So FILTA has a webcam application. So you can download FILTA on your iPhone, you can download FILTA on your Windows computer, and you can download it on your Mac computer. When you install it and you select the filter, you can use a webcam. What it's going to do is just going to put the filter on your face, and when you are in a meeting, when you're in live, anywhere that you can use a camera, live streaming, Twitch, you can just select the filter camera. It's going to appear like any other camera, like any webcam that you have. If you're on a Mac, it's going to appear there. It's just going to say filter cam. Yes, mask. Okay, I know Sketchfab. Yep, Sketchfab. There you go. So you can buy models in any marketplace. Just beware of copyrights. For example, you can buy a license for commercial purposes. If you're only experimenting and trying things, then you can just use any model. It doesn't matter. If it's for personal use, you can use any model. I'll give you permission. But if you guys are thinking later on, which is another thing about this application that I also want to share later, is that this is a marketplace. You can sell your stuff here. In social media, you cannot sell your filters. If you're a creator, that's very upsetting because these things take a while, like to know what to do, to come with the idea, and then to put it out there just for likes. I mean, if you get enough likes, sure, but imagine getting money out of like every person that tries it on. It's possible. You can sell. Oh, nice. Yes. Okay. No more questions in the chat. Thank you for asking. Let me keep adding more stuff over here. So I'll explain what this is just quickly. This is what is called an occluder. So without the occluder, you will see, well, there's another occluder in there. Occluder just means that it's going to hide things. So I want to add this occluder here. So for example, if you turn, you shouldn't be able to see the glasses, right? Like you shouldn't be able to see the inner part. But I mean, the camera doesn't track you all the way back. So it's just to make sure that it covers, for example, your ears or like your face, stuff like that. It's just going to occlude things. And it could be any object. It doesn't have to be the face. It can be a cube. Like sometimes you would just want to hide something. You can make an object and give it an occluder material, and it's going to help you hide it. So don't be limited by the objects that you see in there. Okay, now let's go to the earrings. The earrings, and this is where the fun comes from, a video game software. Others have it too, but physics. These earrings are actually moving with the avatar. Right now they're not moving because the physics only activate when you play the game, when you start the game. So I'm going to start the game simply by pressing on the play button. Just give it a second. This is so cool. I'm impressed. Hi Julia, how's it going? Yes, this is very awesome. Like I really want you all to learn this tool, because if you have used other tools, once you get this freedom, Like, I actually encourage you guys to take your old projects and bring them into here, because I'm sure you got limited on other ones. So here you can see that the earrings are already dangling. Now, there is a way to do this with just physics, but the way I'm showing you right now and the way that I recommend is using another plugin, which I'm going to talk about why we need an extra plugin. And that is called, let me open this up. So this is the model of the earrings. And I have another plugin here, sorry, a component called Dynamic Bones. In video games, when you want, for example, hair to bounce, when you want body parts to bounce, cloth to act in a certain way with gravity, you give it a bone. You give it some structure that this mesh can use to move around. So this is basically the component that I'm using to make things dangle. Now, unfortunately, this is not free. And because, similar to other tools, there is, I would say, a library, but it's also a marketplace. So this is actually another place where you can find models. Let me switch my window. I'll just share my entire screen, number one. Okay, so this is the Unity asset store. Here you can find a bunch of assets, 3D, 2D, add-ons. So FILTA, I guess, will be categorized as an add-on. Video, oh, AI, I have no idea what this is. Generative AI, behavior. Oh, so, well, AI has been actually been implemented on video games before for the movement of characters and interactions throughout the game. We're not going to use this now, but you could. Decentralization, okay, there's a bunch of things that I actually don't know. VFX, this is another huge thing. You want explosions, you want particles, everything is in here. So, for example, the Dynamic Bones is a plugin. Right now it's $20. This actually goes on sale pretty often. The author, so this is a person, this is a developer that created this code and then put it on the marketplace. So he's also making money out of it. I want you guys to understand how a marketplace works, because I also want you to make a living, if you can, from selling these. It is possible. I did it so far. So I'm using this Dynamic Bones component, and it will install. So all I have to do is go to add component and type Dynamic Bone, and I will see it here. If you don't have it, you're not going to be able to see it. But that is what's allowing me to have this this interaction with the earrings. And again, it doesn't have to be earrings. It could be hair. It could be some jewelry that you want dangling. It could be flowers. Any object that you want this kind of movement, you can have it. Now let me play with the controllers just a little bit, just to give you an idea. It's gonna go crazy, but for example, let me play with the damping, and they're gonna get stuck. Let me see, because I actually don't have a lot of detail on this one. The structure is very rigid. If I had a more smooth structure, like, you would be able to do like tentacles, like I mentioned, hair. Imagine tentacles, imagine cloth. It wouldn't be as rigid as this. So let me bring it back to 0.0101. Looking at the chat. Yes, looks amazing. I want those earrings, Mexicano. Yes, I'm actually gonna give you guys these earrings, so you can all try them out for yourself and learn how to make this. Okay, let's move on. Let me know if you have any questions on the chat. I might be going all around the place, but I think this is a pretty good structure. Okay, now that we have everything, we have the tattoos, we have the mask, we have the letters. Let me go ahead and start a new filter. Let's start from scratch. What if you have nothing, right? So I will go to the filter tab. I will go to create a new filter, and let's just do another one and create filter. I will save it because I do like this color. Maybe I'll change it later. Okay, so when you create a new project, now we can take a look at the project tab. This is where all your folders are going to live. So right now I'm going to assets. Don't worry about everything else. Go to the folder of filters, and you will see here that it has created another one, and the post-process file. I'm gonna share a little bit more about this post-process because we just got a new post-process system. But what I like to do is just organize it a little bit, so I can right-click, go to create, and go to folder. I wish there was a button to create a new folder. Maybe somebody can develop it later. Please and thank you. So I'm just gonna say another, just to keep things organized. Oh, sorry, I put that in. Yep, another. No, what am I doing? Okay. Let's go to filters and right click here. No. Right click on filters, create. It's because I'm selecting the folder, so it's creating it in there. Another. I'm going to click on the first one, control click on the second one, and then just add them in there, just so I have this clean and I can show you guys. All right. So again, we have nothing on the scene. Let's go to our hierarchy. Do not worry about the simulator. We can talk about things that you have a question when you're dealing with them. So I'm here to ask any questions. Later on, I'll show you where you can ask for support. But for now, I'm only gonna teach you this. If you have a question, ask me. So this is the filter. Just think of this as the parent. This contains everything. This is going to contain everything inside of your filter. And then we have the face tracker. If you haven't noticed, FILTA right now, it's mostly for face. There is body tracking, if you see it here. But we're not going to touch on that yet because I don't recommend that yet. It is the best of face tracking. That's what we're going to focus on. So now we have the face tracker inside of the container, right? Let me open this a little bit. I see the chat. Yo, Javi, what's up? What's up, Tom? Mexicano, yes. Well, you can call me Mexicano now. Yes, change my name. Okay, so the face tracker has other trackers inside of it. It's not only tracking this face, which you can see here, but it's tracking your left eye, your right eye, your nose bridge. Face blend shapes, I will explain later. Face meshes is the one that we just created. So let me just show you here. I can go to create face mesh, and this is basically a 3D model of your face, right? So blend shapes, I'm gonna explain it quickly. Blend shapes is what's going to give your face the movement. Even though this is a 3D model, it's using blend shapes to move it. This is important when you want to do characters, and I'll show you a character on the mobile application, because again, it only works in there. It works here too, but it's not the best. Okay, so now that we have this face mesh, remember that we added tattoos before. So I already have the material done in here. I named that face, and I have my image. All I have to do is drag it in, and it's going to apply it, right? I can show you how to create a material if you want me as well. But let's just keep it in there. Face meshes. There is another thing, another kind of tracker. It's called the Vertex Trackers. So you can see that your face has these triangles, these polygons. Just quickly, the lines are called edges. Like the triangle, the surface of the triangle is called a polygon, and the dots, the corners, they call vertices. So if I show the vertex index, an index is just a list. If I show the list of points, you're going to see all of these numbers. Every vertex has a number, and you can track that number. For example, this is useful if I want to do, I don't know, I want to track something on the very tip of the nose. If I just put it on the face, it's going to track on the face. It's not going to follow your nose. If you move your nose, it's not going to follow it. And I guess a good example is to put it here, maybe on the lip. So let me find the number. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but let me do number 24. If I go to vertex index and I select 24, click on create. Let me hide the numbers because they're kind of distracting. You can see here that it knows where the point is, and this is what's telling you where it is, right? If I select the face tracker, it would start there. We wanted to start on the lip. That's why we selected this face tracker. So let's say, for example, now I want this face tracker. I'm gonna right click on it, create a 3D object, and I'm just going to do let's do a sphere. Now, where's the sphere? It's too big. When you create an object, the first thing it's going to prompt you is to give it a name. If you want the default name, just press enter. But if not, give it a specific name. Now, right now we have the selected tool, the scale tool selected. That's why I can just go ahead and scale it down little by little, just so you can see it. If you don't have it selected, make sure you have it selected. And also the sphere. So I will keep making it a bit smaller, and let me move around. To move around, I know I'm barely explaining how to move around, but there's so much. Keep asking me questions. To move around in a video game, we're going to use something default, that is the W, A, S, and D keys. So I wish you could see my keys right now. Maybe next time I'll have it so we can explain it a bit later. But I am pressing my my mouse with the right, pressing, and I can move my camera. But if I press A, I move to the left. I'm still pressing, okay? If I press D, I move to the right. If I press S, I move down or back in this case. And if I press W, I move forward. Now to go up, I press E. Again, I'm still holding the right. To go down, I hold and I press Q. So holding those will allow you to move around in a 3D space like this. I know it's a little bit different for some people, but it's actually really really intuitive once you get to know, especially if you know video games. Now, if the camera is moving kind of slow, we can speed it up. So again, right click to get the camera and then scroll on your mouse. You can see that it's increasing times. So if I start to move around, you see it's moving so fast. And this is because when you create video games, you have big scenarios, big worlds. So I mean, imagine like going through the world just like at this slow speed. It's gonna take you a while. So you can increase the speed and you can move all the way around. So right now this is set to scale. That's why like things are very small. When I created the sphere, it's a default sphere and it's huge, but our human face is really small compared to that. Here's another trick. Let's say that I move around. Where's my scene? I don't know. Remember the hierarchy? I can select the sphere, move your mouse anywhere on this window and press the letter F. F for focus. And it's going to take me to the sphere. Holland, how do you export the created project to use it further? FBX or Unity project? What do you mean by further? Where do you want to export it to? Or do you mean the assets? Holland, let me know what you mean by use it further. Where do you want to use it? Okay. Vertex trackers. Okay, let's go back to vertex trackers. Again, that is on the lip. So if I play the sim, select it, focus. Look at how the sphere is sticking on the lip. And just to compare, let me create a sphere on the face tracker itself. And you will see that even if I make it smaller, and I'm gonna stop it there. And even if I move it to, you know, where the lip is more or less, like I'm gonna put it right next to it so you can see. There we go. Let's say that you do this. you cannot expect that it's going to follow the lip because it's following the face. So let me play this so you can see the difference. And I'm going to pause it when the mouth opens. Well, in this case, it is staying. I think I have to put it on the bottom lip actually for you to see it. So let's do that. And you don't think that I'm crazy. So Vertex Trackers, let's show that again for the people that didn't see. Let's select something like 27. Let's create it again. Let's delete this one. Where's 3D sphere? Bring it down. Okay, let's hide it. Let's try it again. You see, it's following the vertex. So if you want to do piercings, if you want to do any type of accessories on the mouth, it is not the most precise, but you can test it and try it yourself. But here you can see that this one, because it's on the Vertex Tracker, is going to follow the vertex. Okay. What else can I show you? Same thing for the eyelash. They recently added a beauty component. If you want to have eyelashes, for example, you activate the left eyelash and you activate the right eyelash, or you can just copy it from the left and the right. And what you're going to put in here is the texture of an eyelash. So it can be an image, it could be a drawing that you make. It doesn't have to be like a traditional eyelash, it could be whatever. But that is going to be tracked also using the vertices. So if I play the simulation, when he closes his eyes, this is Tada, by the way. You see, it's going to close because it's also tracked to the vertices. So we also have that. You can change the shape in here. So this is just like any other graph. So we can do something like this and maybe bring my menu a little bit slower. And you can see, you know, the shape. I mean, and there's no limit. You can just go anywhere you want. Maybe let's make them like this. Something like that. How do you give it color? You bring the image or the color here. Well, no, where is the color here? Never mind, don't mind me. This is just a 3D object, so I can give it any other material. And this is a good way to show you a material actually. That's why it happened. So right click, create material. Let's go in, where is the material? Did I put it here? Let me change my view just really quick because I'm messing up. So right click, create material. Here's the material. Let me call it lashes. Lashes. I'm going to drag it to the lashes, and there you see that it has a material. So going into the inspector, because I have my material selected, here I can change everything that you want. The values, the color. You can give it a specific image or texture map. You can give it a video. I've never seen any eyelashes made out of videos, so this is your chance to do it. Okay, let me look at in-app or web browser. Hi Holland. So right now we're using FILTA, and you can only use these inside of the FILTA app because you need to create an application for these filters. So there are web-based solutions, but right now we're focusing on FILTA, which I recommend, and it's gonna give you the best quality. So yes. Okay, we got the eyelashes too. What else can I show you? There is a lips holder. So if you go to beauty, we saw it here, the lips. Let me know if you have other questions, Holden, because maybe you're confused what this tool is about. Okay, but there we have the lips. Again, we can do the same things if you want to do lips. Let me disable everything else. Oh, it's actually here on beauty. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let me enable. no, where is it on the other project? So I'm going to go back now. If you guys have any questions, let me know. What else have I not explained? But let's go back to the beginning template. I'm not going to save this because it's a new one. This is where we had our glasses. And as you can see, another huge benefit of this, I can have multiple projects within the same window. I don't have to open up a new one. I literally just launched it just from here, from the assets. I can create as many as I want, and I just click on the asset and it's going to open. No need to reopen a new project and a new tab. No, this is how it works in here. You could open another version of Unity, but this is one huge benefit that other applications do not have. I do want to hear from some people in the chat, or later on, let us know if this is too much. If I'm showing you too much and it's not super simplified, we can explain it in even simpler terms. But we are back in this project, and let me talk a little bit about the project tab. So this is again where all of the assets are going to live, and let me show you some of the things that come included. There is a folder in here under assets, useful stuff. You're gonna have some of the meshes. Just think of it as a mini library. There's a lot more stuff that needs to be developed, but this is all that we have for now. But because also we have the Unity asset store, you don't have to rely on this. But this is just to give you a head start. So if you need the head model to bring it to Blender, to bring it to Cinema, ZBrush, wherever, design anything, and you need a reference, here's where you're gonna find them. Your face is in there as well, the eyeballs. So let me show you how we can make the eyeballs, and I'll show you an example of how the eye trackers work. Let me disable the visor and the eyes here too. Holland, how do you use/export what you have made to the FILTA website? Okay, so for that we have to publish. Okay, let me explain the eyes and I'll show you how we can publish to FILTA. So let's say that I want to create glowing eyes. All I have to do is go to the assets folder, to the useful stuff, and grab this eyeball. STUDYXR, are you guys following Mexicano's live demo? We can explain further some concepts or slow down on some parts. Yes, definitely let me know, because guys, it's a lot. I'm trying to cover so many things, and I mean, yes, I just want to make it easy for you guys. So we're already like at 56 minutes. I'm here for maybe another 30 to 40, but I really want to pack as much information as I can. So let me know. I'm already gonna show Holland how we can publish. So thank you for keeping me checked. So the eyeballs, really easy. Click and drag, bring it to the left eye tracker. Click and drag, bring it to the right eye tracker. That's it. You can see his eyes in there. Now I can create a material, but let me go to my folder that I created under filters for STUDYXR, and let me pause this. Well, I don't have to pause it. I can drag the material on the hierarchy. Make sure that, don't worry if it's moving like that. Drag it in there. It's going to add it to the eye. Boom, glowing eyes. On the next one, there you have it. Now this also actually helps me explain what the occlusion is about. So on the resources, we had this mesh. I'm going to deactivate it for now, and let me explain the face mesh here, and let me explain this face mesh here. When I take this off, you're only going to see the spheres. It is tracking to the eyes, but there's nothing in front of them. So we need to use that face that we created to hide it. That's what occluders are about. All of this is an illusion, guys. All of this is just a bunch of tricks, turning things on, turning things off. Okay, now why did I add another mesh? Well, I can only use one mesh in my example here as an occluder. I need to create another mesh, which is this one, for the tattoos. So they're kind of like on top of each other. The occluder goes first, and then the face with the tattoos. Okay, Holland says heart. Okay, I got you, Holland. Now, Let's say that this is ready and I want to publish it. Let me prepare for you guys the FILTA website, and let me move some tabs in here really quick. FILTA. This is where it might be a little bit scary, but I really think that this is the future. Again, this is a marketplace. FILTA is an NFT marketplace where you can sell this stuff. You don't have to sell it. You don't have to get into NFTs, but you can still use the technology, right? If you have any questions like that, again, ask them so I don't go too deep. So all I have to do is sign in. How do I sign in? You can sign in to get the creator tools. You need to have the permission, right? You need to have, I don't want to call it permission. You need to have the credential as a creator, but it's free. You can get it. Now, you don't sign in here like any normal account. You need what is called a Web3 wallet. This is basically a wallet. This is like a profile. It's like, just think of it as Apple Pay. If nobody knows what Apple Pay is, whenever you sign into your Google account on a new app or anything, it's asking you, hey, you want to sign on with Google? You want to sign up with Facebook? You want to sign in with your Web3 wallet? It's the same thing. It's an account that holds all your other accounts. So you can use this. You can use this wallet on other platforms. It's not only on FILTA. Anything Web3 pretty much accepts this account manager. So the one that I'm using is called MetaMask. How do you install it? It's available on any browser. Any browser. So you can get it. It's installed as an extension. And there you can see that I have no money. And it will show you your wallet. Don't worry about that. That's just your profile. So when I go into FILTA and I go into sign in with crypto wallet. Thank you for scanning the code. It's going to give you options. All of these are different kinds of wallets, but this is the only way for you to sign in and to use FILTA as a creator, because they want to keep verified creators as well, right? This is a marketplace. The same way you're going to buy 3D models from other people, you want people to buy your creations from you. And this is how you keep track, and this is how you control what your creation is. If Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok, where you create other stuff, comes down, it shuts down. First of all, that is not your content. Instagram owns your filter. You don't own your filter on Snapchat either. It's not your creation. Here it's a little bit different because it's Web3. If you want specifics, I'll let you know, but just know that this is your creation. Okay, so I can go to MetaMask because that's what I have. It's so secure that it's asking me to sign in. Hey, are you sure? Okay, yes, I'm sure. I'm going to sign in. Give me the tools so I can show Holland. STUDYXR. Maria says, anyone has MetaMask already? Nicole says, no. It's really easy, Nicole. All you have to do is install it. It's just like creating an account. And you only need that one account basically to move across the Web3 world. I truly recommend that you install MetaMask. There's also a new economy in the Web3 space if you want to get into it as well. But here I am. And if I go now to, there's the FILTA application, to Unity. Let's say that this is what I want to upload. I go into the uploader. I go to the uploader. I go and select my filter. So STUDYXR 2. Go to publishing page. I can do this, or since I'm already signed in, where am I signed in? I can go to publish your work. And this is already getting all of the files of your other creations. And this is how you publish your filter to the application Holland. STUDYXR says, I did mine a couple of years ago and it was really easy to set up. Yeah, it's just like an extension. You guys have installed other extensions like Grammarly, maybe to check your spelling or to block the ad blocker. It's an extension. It's just an extension. Don't be too scared. If you're more interested in the topic of Web3, do your own research, get into it. I can tell you everything I know about it, but not in this stream. It's really easy. Stefania knows about it too. She's also in the Web3 space. Okay, so this is how you publish a filter. Right now, this one has an error processing, but basically I can select any of these helmets. Step number 1, select your filter, right? Step number 2, previews. So this is what's going to show in the app. This is going to be the thumbnail. It can be a file also, max 100 megabytes, and it has to be these dimensions, 888 by 1920. This is a video preview. This is a thumbnail on the right where you can add just the image, no GIFs. If you want video, if you want movement, use the video preview, but you have to include both of them so people can see. I recommend that you either take a video of yourself or of a friend, or you can import any video. It doesn't have to be you wearing it, but if you want to publish it, I recommend that you show people how it looks. So if you go to the app, you're going to see a lot of people trying these on, but it's up to you. It can be your logo animation, whatever you want, but you have the option. I need to upload these, but I'm going to leave it like that. And here are the details. So this is where you give it a title, you give it a description, supply. Okay, this is important. You don't have to worry about this until you publish, but you can limit. I think you can make up to 10,000. What does this mean? That only 10,000 people can have your filter. It's not unlimited. It's not unlimited. So maybe that's a downside if you have I don't know, more than 10,000 users, but you should have those 10,000 users made into customers, you know, if you want it. But you know, again, you don't have to sell, but it's right now it's up to 10,000. So let's say that I have this golden mask, but I only want 10 people to wear it because that increases the value, whatnot. I mean, there's other factors, not just that, but you can here limit the supply. Royalty rate. So if I sell this mask right now for $10, FILTA is going to get $1. I'm going to get $9. Okay. Again, FILTA takes 10%. I take 90%. What this royalty rate is if I buy this, let's say Maria buys this, right, from me, I'm gonna get those $9. FILTA's gonna get $1. But if Maria wants to sell it, because you can sell them, like even though it's only 10,000, people can interchange them with each other. You can collect them, you can trade them. If she sells it to someone else, maybe for $20, I'm only gonna get according to the rate. So if I put 10% and Maria sells it for $20, I get $2. Okay. Yeah, so it can be from 0 to 10. It's up to you. Tags. Well, this is just like the metadata. Like what do you want it to be? I'll put golden mask. I'll put glowing eyes, cyberpunk, whatnot. Network. This is one more important thing. So networks. This is I think special for Web3. So you have different kinds of places you can publish. You can publish on Ethereum or you can publish on Polygon. Those are the two that the platform recommends. Some of them, so there is a price to publish, not all the time. Ethereum, I think right now, if I try to publish, it might cost me like $5 to publish. But if I publish on Polygon, it's completely free. Well, it's like 0.000 something, right? So it's pretty much free. So in order to publish, you have to select all of this, fill the details, and then click on create. Once you have created, if I go to the marketplace, or actually let's go to my profile and let's go to some of the newest ones. Let's see that I have created. You can see here my latest creation is free. That was the, let me go back, that was the Polygon logo. It is published on the blockchain. I didn't pay anything to publish. You don't have to pay anything to collect it, but it's still in the blockchain. It's still Web3. It's still an NFT. Again, you don't have to I mean, you can. This is how you share it with people, and they don't have to buy it. They do need to collect it though. For example, I limit my size to 66. 7 people have collected it so far. If you haven't collected it, go ahead and go to the app and collect it. Just click on collect. So you see, it says $0. I will go to sell and I will put it for sale, and that's how people buy it. You can also see here how many people have liked it, how many views has it had, how many people have tried it as well, because you can try it, and then if you buy it, then you can try it on limited time, but you can only try it for like a couple seconds. Okay, I need to breathe. Okay, questions. Pushy Skate says whoop. Yes, this is very exciting. Maria says it's like stickers from those days. Yes, exactly. Like just give like filters on other platforms, like a collectible kind of sense. Like actually you could, if you want to have, there's no collectibles on Spark AR on Instagram or Snapchat. Like it's just like, oh, these are the filters that I have, but they're not seen as a collectible. They're not seen as a wearable, as something that, I don't know, that you can wear everywhere, right? Evelyn Vasquez, the people who buy it, where can they use it? So FILTA has an application on your phone, and let me actually, thank you for saying that. Let's bring the phone. Let me open the FILTA app on my phone. Here we go. And let me set up this other stand here. I wish I would sponsor it, but I have this water bottle that has a MagSafe, so you can carry it like this, but this is also for your phone. So what I'm gonna do is just put my phone in here, and it's a stand. So let me bring it here, and let me show you my phone. Okay, so this is my iPhone. This is the FILTA app, and just look at this tracking. So first of all, look at the glow system. You can see the glow here a little bit better, and I can actually zoom in on the app, and you can see all the details. And look at the quality. A couple of things. Look at the frame rate. This is running at 60 frames per second, guys. Other applications, 24 tops. So that means that this is really smooth, and like this actually works really well with my glasses, but it works actually better without them. So you see, like, everything is so fast. Look at the quality of the models. Like I can get really close and it's not pixelating, right? So I truly recommend that you try it on an iPhone if you can, to see the best quality ever. Now let me go to those characters that I was explaining a little bit before. This is one of the newest ones that I made. It's gonna take a while to load because these are heavy, guys. Okay, that's the only thing. Because they're bigger files, it's gonna take a little bit longer to load. So just give it a second. There we go. So in this one actually has a couple of features. Oh, it's matching with my eye. So at the beginning you see a bubble. This character has a bubble gum that I can activate just by pucking my lips. You see, I have it set up so if I tap it goes away. There we go. Question. Yeah, but I was gonna show you. So this is how they can use it. So this is a person on the Web3 community that bought this character and asked me to make them an AR so they can make videos like this, and that's what they do. That's how you can use it. You can also use it in meetings. You can use it to create content. Yeah, I mean, this is just your personality. You use it like any other filter, but through the app is the best experience. You can see my webcam over there. You can use it on online meetings. I use it on my meetings all the time. That's how they know I work in AR. Sorry, let me see. Love and Mechi. Hard to choose only one. Yeah, so it's up to you. When the fashion comes into place, it's like how do you feel that day? How do you want to express that day, right? So you can be a character. You can add something like a golden mask. Like, it's really up to you. It's up to your personality. It's really cool. Pushy skate, so good. Yes, you gotta try it. Like, guys, look at this material. It's like, let me turn this off. Oh, and actually look at the eye tracking. So all of the eyes that I made, they're tracking with my eyes. So look at this eye tracking. I can look, and it's really good because, again, we're using Apple's face tracking. And actually, I think it works like this as well for TikTok. Effect House works in a similar way. So pick and choose. I'm just giving you this option because I know it works. And if you're interested, then you can see. I even animated, guys, like, look at the little characters. I even have their eyes react to my eyes. Look. Like, even the small ones. I remember this commission was kind of expensive, but yeah, we put a lot of work into this. And you can go crazy as you want. Very useful information. Thanks for your effort. Have to go now. See you, Holland. Yeah, definitely watch the recording or stay updated. Scan the code if you need more information about future workshops. Maria, thanks, Holland. Julia, wow. Oh, I see the emoji. Evelyn, so you download the file and export it in another app or on your phone. Oh, so whenever you open the FILTA app, let me see. So this is how the FILTA app looks. Let me go back to Unity. Whenever I go to publishing, so once everything is published on the website, okay, this actually takes 2 steps, right? So you create it in Unity, you publish it, and you have to do it through the website. Once that is published, it's already going to be available here in the application. So once you publish it, you will see it here under new releases. You can see some of the new releases. There's the one that I created, and there it is. But as an artist, if you want to try it out, you go to the artist tab, and all of these are the filters that I have made before. So if you don't want to publish it, you need to test it, you're going to have a artist tab in here where you can try all of those filters. I actually like this one. Let's see. Yep, and that's how you use it. So I know I said that you cannot take it, for example, on Instagram. First of all, because Instagram doesn't accept 100 megabyte files. Second of all, it's just not compatible. It's not how things work. But for content creation, I can press on video. It's going to record. Hey guys, we are at the workshop. I'm showing them how this recording works, so you can export your videos from FILTA to any social media. It's going to export at the highest quality. You can see the tracking of the characters. You can see the quality of the materials. Like, this is super crisp, super high quality. This is never gonna happen on Instagram, on Snapchat, on TikTok. This only happens here on FILTA. Okay, now stops, and I can save it, and it saves to your gallery. You can also share with people. Just press on share, and it's already ready for social media. So for content creation, I will say this is great. So yep, somebody liked the FILTA. Thank you. Now another thing that is different here in the app. Oh, let's go, guys. Thank you for collecting. You can change, for example, the tint here. Well, tint is like activating the post process. So I don't have anything with post process here, but you can turn it off in there. You can add a sound from your library. So there is no implementation with Spotify, but if you have a song, you want to make a TikTok, whatnot, content, again, content creation, you can use the sound, and it will add the sound when you start recording. The light. So we have a couple of different light options. This is no sunlight. This is dynamic light. So it's supposed to match the light in the room, but my room is really dark. So if I go outside, it's going to match the light of the sun. So if you move around, you're going to see the light moving around. It's not real-time HDR. If you know about it, it is just trying to estimate the lighting according to your scene. But that's another thing. And this one is just a static sunlight. Because I have an LED light and I'm in a controlled environment, this works best. I just have this like ghost in here getting on my way. But yes, you got the timer. I don't have to talk about it. Now, if for some reason it doesn't fit or you want to make it bigger, this is one thing that the other ones don't have by default. Thank you guys for collecting. I can see you there. I'm going to select on move, and from here I can make it bigger. Let me go. Hello. How do I make this bigger? Okay, reset. Move. Maybe 2 fingers. How do I? Maybe it's just move. I thought I could scale it. Let's try that again. But you can scale it, I promise. So you can make it bigger. Maybe let's try with a different one. And something with the post process, so maybe we can see it there. Okay, so post process is just what's giving this the glow, and I'll show that later. But if I click on tint, it's going to turn it off. Thank you guys for collecting. Yes, I hope you like it, you enjoy it, and that you create more, because I enjoy making these so much. Okay, let me try to move. No, I think this is a bug, and it's completely fine. I'm going to report it later. But if I tap and scale it, well, it's scaling down. Oh, there we go. Nope, it's not scaling up. That's a bug. Look at my eyes. Let me just restart it. There we go. And turn on the light. So we have tech support on Discord. I'll show you where you can report all these bugs. But you can move the shape. Maybe it doesn't fit. You want to move it a little bit. It's by default in here. Traveler Meta, are you in here, Traveler Meta? How's it going? And how to use it in video call, for example, Teams. Okay, so if you want to use it on Teams, let me turn the iPhone away. Let's go. Thank you for the likes and the collections. Okay, so the way that I'm using it on any meeting, again, Zoom, I'm just gonna name them all. So if you have a question, Zoom, Google Meets, Teams, live stream on Twitch, live stream on YouTube, anything. You go to download. You either download it on a Mac computer, which I recommend, or you download it on the Windows, which is what I'm using. So I already showed you how it looks on the phone. It looks pretty much the same on the Mac. And this is how it looks on the Windows. So you go to download the application. On a Windows, it looks like this. You sign in. You can sign in actually using the app. So it's going to save your profile and everything. So what you're seeing right now here is all of the creations that I have made so far. That's why I can select them. So for example, let's go here. Boom, right? It's just like the Snap camera, if you know about it. Now, on here, I have to select first my webcam, which is this Logitech Brio. So if you're gonna see, oops, there we go. We got disconnected for a second. Make sure that you select your webcam, and you see yourself from here. Let's go to, let's see, how do I do a video call? Don't look at my email. Let's go to meet, right? It can be anything. New meeting. Create a meeting for now. When you hide, when you go to select your camera in settings, video, you select the FILTA camera, because that's what's going to have your filter on. If I select Logitech, it's just my face, but you select the FILTA camera. This is everywhere that you have a meeting. Discord as well. And you can add, like you saw, layers on top of this. So if I activate it, I have my filter on, but I also have a background, because Google allows you to do a background, right? So you can mix and match. You can use effects on top of effects. Let me turn this off, maybe. You see? Okay, I'm hanging up. Let's see. The demo effect. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, let me see. I show you the platform. I'll show you the tool, how to use it. Any questions so far? Let me know if you like what you see. Let me know if it's too complicated and we need to simplify it. Let me know if you're excited about a couple things. I already got some other comments. But I show you how you can create a filter, how you can publish a filter, how you can use it in the application, how you can use it on a video call. That's pretty much it. I mean, now it's up to your creativity. So I show you where you can get assets, you can get 3D models. Here you can see that it can be stickers, like any filter that you see in other social medias, you can make it here for the face, right? For the face. Cool. Okay, let's bring Maria, are you ready? I don't see your camera on. Let's bring you over here. When I see you, let's go. Hola.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for such a detailed workshop on all the live demo. I really enjoy it, and I can actually wait to take that template and create it myself. I'm for sure wearing those earrings on my next meeting. 100%. And
Nice.
yeah, thank you so much. I would like to also hear feedback from the rest of the people in the call right now on the live. You can like drop it on the chat. Also, we are gonna drop right now a link. Give me a second to grab it for you guys to share with us some feedback in order to understand how we can make more sessions like this one, how we can improve these sessions, to stay basically connected. So with that, I think I'm pretty much done. Thank you once again, Mixi, for all the effort, preparation, showing us FILTA. I think FILTA is such an amazing tool for really like going beyond the creativity. Spark AR, Effect House, and Let's Studio, they are like great tools to start. They are beginner friendly, and they give you a lot of things kind of like on the library. But for sure, if you want to go one step further, jumping more deeply into Web3 and start creating much more heavy materials and lighting and details and physics, then FILTA with the plugin on Unity is then the tool to go. So we will love to hear your feedback on the session. I hope to see you all next time. And honestly, I hope to have another masterclass with you, Mixi, because you have done it amazing. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Maria. Yeah, and thank you, everyone. I'm looking at the comments. Again, it's a lot. So I have a lot more to share. If you guys are interested, where's the QR code? A lot of people already scan the QR code. So make sure to scan it to stay updated if you want to learn more advanced topics. Maybe some people who got bored of this and then they're like, I want more. That's for you. Also, Maria, I forgot to share the open call, a little bit more details on the open call. So let me just quickly share it here.
Sure, go on. Because I think people is actually gonna love to be able to create their own and then jump there on the open call.
Yeah, so next week on Tuesday, there is a digital fashion party happening in Milan. Fashion Week is happening. This was what the workshop was about as well. So if you want to submit your filter, your fashion wearable to the platform, we're going to showcase them at the party. So people are going to be trying them at the party, which is really fun, actually. We're going to have a huge screen. We're going to have the FILTA app in there, and we're going to have your designs. So we're going to select up to 10 designs from creators. You can submit more than one item. Let's say you want to make 2 pairs of glasses. You can do that. As long as it's only 10 artists, we're going to accept 10 artists, as many designs as you want. But it's a really cool opportunity. So if you want to give it a chance, if you want people to try it, make sure to check it out. We'll send you more details later on. Maria will send you more details. But basically, it's open until Monday, February 19, my time, because I have to prepare for the next day. So I really have to make all the files. Now, what we're going to share with you, I have a lot of options. I really want to make this easy for everybody. So let me share. We're gonna share this Blender file, and here you can see how I made those earrings. These are the bones that allow you to do those earrings. If you guys want to do earrings, all you have to do is take this file and take the 3D model, and just place the earrings in there. Don't worry about rigging them. Don't worry about all the complicated stuff. Just place them where you want them to be, or simply just show me, send us the file, and I will do it for you. Like, I really want you guys to get on this and skip all the steps, because it's really a lot. So if you have an idea, if you have a pair of glasses, if you have anything you want, we're gonna give you this template. Just put the 3D model in there, and I'm gonna do the work of uploading it. So in this case, we are gonna upload it to my account just to keep things simple. But if you want to publish on your own account, you can do it as well. But once you have this template, yes, just send in description what you want it to be, and I will do the work for you. We're also going to include the Unity template, and I'll show. Somebody was asking how to export it, because if you're submitting by yourself, you have to do this, so we can also publish it if you want us to publish it. So how to export this file: go to the folder where you have everything. You're going to right click on any place, and then go to export package. This is going to export a Unity package. Let me see here. Include all dependencies. For some reason it's not selecting everything else. Let me go maybe here. Export package. I don't have my glasses on. Okay, yeah, we're just going to take any of these files and go to export package and export it like this, and it will save as a Unity package. Name it test. Yes, okay. But more instructions if you want to join later. I guess I'm going over the time. Maria, take it from here, because I'm never gonna stop talking.
Okay, no, but this was definitely useful. What we will do now is, like, we will email you all the details. With this template, there is literally no excuse, actually, because you have it already. So it's like super easy to jump on. I know Unity could look a little bit scary, but with the help of FILTA plugin and this template, I would say it's the perfect start if anyone wanna go like further on much more advanced AR tools. So thank you so much. We will email all the details, all the information about the open call, and we see all of your creations on the IC Studio. Make sure to submit all of them, and if you get from the top 10, then people will be wearing those. That honestly, as an AR creator, I think is the most rewarding feeling that you can ever have. So yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so much, seriously.
Thank you for having me. Yes, this is Stefania saying thank you both. Amazing. Thank you, guys.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And we see you all really, really soon. Stay tuned. Stay around STUDYXR, stay around Mexicano, both on Instagram, because we will be creating more things really, really soon together. So from here, we leave you all. Enjoy the rest of your day.